Hello, this is Michael Emery with Emery EPS Internet Marketing, and we are doing website reviews for the keyword phrase Seattle Attorney. Essentially what we're doing here is we're identifying some of the elements that are preventing websites from showing up in the top 3 positions of Google for the keyword phrase Seattle Attorney. So now we're on page 3, and I'm looking here at the top result, and we've got katiegarvin.com. So we're going to take a look there and see what's happening. So each page in Google search has got 10 results on it. So it's going to be 1 through 10 on the first page, 11 through 20 on the second page, 21 through 30 on the third page, etc., etc. So this is going to be in position 21 right now, and we're going to figure out why is that? Why isn't this website ranking higher? So we see the website here, call to action, big phone number. It's a fair amount of text on the home page, probably could be a little bit more, but let's take a look and see what the robots are seeing. So we've got legal services, comma, negligence lawyer, and then a divider, Seattle, Washington. I would say that we need to optimize these title words here. I would prefer to see Seattle legal services, Seattle negligence lawyer, or negligence lawyer in Seattle. Seattle's pretty unique. I don't think you need to put Washington after the name of the city. The meta description, count on the Garvin law firm. You need legal services to represent because of the carelessness of others. Base, Seattle, Washington. Yeah, we need to clean this up. It's not very cohesive or coherent, I guess, as a phrase, because this is what's going to show up when people go to Google and they do a search. We're seeing this, and we're seeing a mixture here of sentence case and all caps or title case headers, where we've got count on the Garvin law firm when you need legal services to represent because of the carelessness of others. Base, Seattle, comma, Washington, comma, our negligence. This is really your selling tagline, and we need to optimize this. It definitely does need some help here. Meta keywords, I would remove those. Headings. So we've got Seattle area attorney. Okay, that's fine. I would say let's take area out and have just Seattle attorney, and then have a H2 and H3 that go into greater detail about that. So these are actually pretty good. Experienced Washington personal injury attorney, fighting for the injured with honesty, integrity, and compassion. I would make sure that these phrases are related to and use words associated with law, legal, attorney, lawyer, etc. Because nobody's going to be searching for fighting for the injured. Honesty, integrity, and compassion. You're not going to get law or legal related searches. So we need to do some work here around the headers. The images need to have alternative descriptions, so any image that's put onto the website has to have text. It's called alt text that defines or says to the robots, to Google, Bing, etc., hey, this picture is about XYZ, because they don't have the associative capacities that human beings have. We need to add a favorite icon. So let's see now what the issues are that are slowing down the performance of the site. All of these factors play into essentially what's like a Google report card, and it plays into the ranking algorithm. If your website is fast, it has coherent contextual information on it, and then it's also got the offsite component, which we'll get into in just a moment, but it says, this website's fast, it's structurally solid, and it's got good performance, and it's also got high quality backlinks connected to it. This site should be on page 1, should be on top 3. So it's a process of just identifying what people are doing that are currently in the top 3 positions, and then imitating or mimicking some of their techniques, and then connecting it to some really high powerful networks that we use with our SEO optimization campaigns. So we have some minor issues here. We've got a Y-slow score of D. The page doesn't load as fast as it could. We ideally want to see this around 3 seconds. The size isn't too bad. It's under a megabyte. but we're sending out 94 requests, and that's what is affecting this Y slow score here. So we need to make fewer requests and do some compression, minification. Pretty easy stuff for our team to take care of. And let's see what Google itself says. So we're essentially going to Google, and Google is saying, hey, there's some issues with this website, take care of them. It's probably one of the most important factors. When Google is telling you, hey, there's problems, you might want to pay attention to it and solve these. So we've got a very common error here, render blocking JavaScript. It just has to do with the way that the information is loaded on the page. Our team could take care of that, and it'll boost your score up. The second that you see your score right around 85, this will change from orange to green. So it's going to be the same error here. Actually, just fixing these compression issues, the minification, optimization of images, and it's just compression stuff, that'll bump you up to an 85 at least. And so that will get you a green score here. So let's look at a perfect backlink profile. We go to google.com, and essentially if we were to go to Google and look at all of the links that are connected to Google, we're going to see a trust flow of 98 out of 100, citation flow 96 out of 100. They're going to have a spatter chart that looks like this with all of their, now it's 8 trillion backlinks. It's ridiculous. But we're also going to see, this is a really important indicator here too, 80% of the links that connect to google.com, so it's a link on one website that connects to google.com, they have different anchor text. The variety is so broad that there's 80% difference there. There's only 4%, less than 4, 3.74% of the links that connect to google.com say Google. So they say all kinds of other stuff. And so when we look at this pattern, what we need to see here is what's happening on this site, and this is going to give us the indicator. This is why we're on the top of page 3 instead of the top of page 1. We don't have the trust flow necessary. We need to have a trust flow of probably minimum 30 to be competitive in that top 3 position slot. Citation flow, we've got 24. We've only got 17 backlinks. You can see that the backlinks here, look at the backlink spatter chart for Google. You see how crazy thick that is. Ours is very sparse, and it's also very low. So we need to increase the quality of our backlinks. And okay, so we've got a URL backlink that makes up half the backlinks, a website backlink, which is a quarter. That's a generic backlink. And then Pacific, I'm going to guess that that's also another truck accident, USA attorneys, Washington Pacific. It's a generic term. It doesn't really mean anything in the context of law or Seattle law. Pacific is too generic. It could be the Pacific Northwest, Pacific Coast, Pacific Ocean. So we definitely need to do some work here. This is what our SEO campaigns would take care of. We would create a diversified backlink profile for this website, and that will help you to increase in the ranking, and also it'll boost this trust flow. This is going to take some time. I would say it's going to take, we always ask for a 6-month window for our work with clients, and this is probably going to take a solid 6 months, perhaps even more, because we're starting out pretty low. But the rewards of being on page 1 in Google in the top 3 positions are definitely going to pay for themselves. So just a quick recap of what we need to do. If we were to work together on this, we would fix some of the on-site problems, some of the speed issues that are happening. We would work on the different titles and the use of headers for the website. We would resolve some of the meta content description issues. Then we would look at running SEO campaigns, which are going to enhance the website's trust and move it up from page 3 to position it for page 1 to be in the top 3 positions where the majority of the traffic goes. So I would love to have the opportunity to work with you guys and talk with whoever's in charge of your online marketing. I know that my team can take you guys to the top, get you a lot more exposure, and as a result, you're going to be working with a lot more clients. So thank you very much for your time, and I'll be in touch with you.